What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and in this particular video, y'all, I'll be reviewing Love and Hip Hop season 2, whatever the hell this episode came on tonight, whatever. All right, I'll put it down below. But anyway, shout out to my YouTube fam. If you're not a part of YouTube fam, don't forget to hit the description bar below. And the reason I know it's awkward starting this video like this, but please send your prayers, condolences, and if you're able to give anything to GoFundMe page to Sean Bradley for his homecoming for his son Devontae, or just keep him and your family in prayers, because if you already know in the previous videos, you know, Lady Nika and Sean Bradley and other YouTubers like other YouTube cousins, like for example Ray Attic and stuff, were talking about the situation as far as he had lost his grandmother recently, and his son was dealing with complications, I think sickle cell, and unfortunately, you know, it was time for him to go home to glory. But the reason why I wanted to bring that up is it's just that, you know, just pray for him. He recently made a video, and it was just so hard watching because I just cried as soon as I even turned it on. I know it's like sad, but it's just like keeping your prayers. Keep James Cowell your prayers, because he is such a strong person. He be going in for his treatments, going in and, you know, still doing videos. And even though he's, you know, dealing with what he's dealing with, the illness of cancer, you know, just saying keep everybody in your prayers, you know, just straight support for everybody. You know, I just wanted to get that out, not say get out the way, but you know, to bring awareness to it. And you know, it's just a lot going, because, you know, life can change. You know, you never know. Take the time. You know, life is precious. But anyways, on that note, I also wanted to bring up this. Now, I don't know for sure, because you know how numbers be changing. So I'm about to drift off a little bit. But interesting enough, besides my birthday being this Thursday, I made another year. I actually reached 2,000 subscribers today. I'm at 2,000. I mean, I should have waited till like at least 202 or something. But thank you, y'all. I cannot say thank you for all the support and love that I have received. And especially, you know, coming back to YouTube and trying, you know, it's been this past year and something I've, you know, been through a lot. And I always keep repeating that, because it's like now, so many words. I'll if I can't have time, I'll make another separate video about it. But yeah, but I want to get in this video, y'all, because I'm probably gonna rant a couple times, so get ready for that. And this acting is horrible, and that means shit, I had a shot. I'm sorry, y'all, this is some fuckery. And maybe because it is the Hollywood Ranch that we got more fuckery involved. But let me go to first rant number 1. Bitch ass, punk ass, bitch ass Jason Lee. Okay. Now, the reason why I didn't bring this again, I was pissed off because I seen him in the previews again. Why the fuck, and you notice again, at least in the scene we have, you notice he ain't near no dudes, right? But when Little B, and this time I actually might seem to agree with her, is checking him like, you had no right doing that. And his justification is, why he threw alcohol, and not even his own fucking alcohol, top of that. What if he would have fucked with Hazel's vision? There's a lot of questions. Then he runs away off. He thinking like that kept him on the show, and to a certain extent it did, because why is this motherfucker in the next goddamn show? The only reason why he has apologized because everybody probably was giving a bunch of DMs and put on his page, stranding his ass and shit. None irrelevant ass, just bitch ass. Oh my gosh, like really, like do that to people in real life, okay? Do that in real life. Try to even throw a fucking piece of rolled up bubble wrap that has been popped at my, you know what I'm saying? Just try that with certain folks. That is, man, looking like a damn melted ass version of bootleg ass Mr. T, you know, just, oh gosh, no, just, man, I could just go on and on, but I'm just thinking like, man, you are just okay, let's just get up. Like I said, y'all, I really was trying to focus on that bullshit, but that just got on my nerves as far as like justification, and made it seem like, since unfortunately some of these people have been successful of throwing drinks and glasses, and it seems to keep him on the show some more seasons, it seemed like he was willing to sit here and be messed in a point and basically be as foul as doing that, okay? But like I said, Lil B, I mean not Lil B, sorry, wrong person, Lil Fizzle, when they were going back and forth about whether his dick stays up or not, still, he was doing this, actually, he was actually more aggressive. He was right there. I didn't see him even throw a fucking ice cube or a fucking mitt that you get at his ass. That's all I have to say right now. Now let's go to another rant. Did y'all see the damn, if y'all, you know, watched the Jim Truly Outrageous, that was a complete insult. First, I thought it was beginning of either a Nicki Minaj new perfume out or H&M commercial with a new limited pink edition. And it turned out to be for Jim movie. I was completely, so I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I wouldn't even. Okay, next rant. Let's go into the show. I want to get Miles and Milan's situation out the way, because this shit is becoming more fucked up the minute I found. And and Willie and his wife, because I forgot her name, because I'm sick and tired of trying to remember everybody's goddamn thing. The reason why I'm able to remember Willie, because I had a great uncle named Willie. We all know somebody named Willie, shit. And then on top of that, I'm just sick and tired of remembering so many goddamn characters, shit. Okay. Now, for one thing, Miles, you know, now they're about to move in with each other. You got finally got his tattoo. And now, still, even though they are together and supposedly out and everything, based on when he goes to meet Amber, because I ain't going to go to every detail, it turns out that actually, it seems like she's more confused than ever. I don't fucking know it. Is y'all fucking, or because you're not completely fucking, that's not counting? Like I said, some people don't count oral sex, and if unless it's complete penetration, and well, you know, I always say that. That's what I'm saying is y'all doing stuff? If y'all going first base, is you fingering her? I don't know what the hell is going on, but it's like the way they're talking, it's like she seems so confused that because they hang out with each other and they said one day gonna work it out. He still say just it takes time. So he leaving on and he's saying like, get yourself together. I don't know. I'm just sick and tired of shit, because it seemed like, are they romantically involved, but he don't want to tell them. It doesn't add up. You know, and he acts like he's still afraid to tell her that he is gay. And Betty had got somebody, you know, he's with William. And it turns out she down the street. So none of them times she sat there and, you know, power walk with a dog named Sushi, that she never seen Miles go coincidence to me. But, and it makes it seem like if that's the case, then how the fuck has he able to get away with, considering this day and age, to be down the street where Amber is, and not get caught once by William that he been up there. Now remember, that makes it worse. You haven't seen this Negro for weeks or whatever at a time, or he disappears and shit when he didn't want to get together. But yet, his girl or pretend girl or whatever the fuck that shit is, but she down the street, but you never seen one time. You know, because a situation like that would really, you know, nowadays, I know we used to hear about stories in real life where a man would have a family right across the street and stuff. But I'm just saying, with technology, you got these cameras and every damn thing else. He was just with Amber and hanging out with Amber, but he stays down the street from Amber, but they never rent Amber. And apparently, even the way Amber sounds, that she knows him as well too, like Million as well too. I don't know why I keep calling Million like he's a steak or something, but okay. But anyway, what I'm saying is, it's like this doesn't make no sense to nobody. I'm glad I wasn't fucking drunk or anything or drank any type of alcohol beverage to listen to this shit, because this is shit that confuse your brain cells. The acting is fucked up, and it's like somebody gave somebody else's script wrong. And that's what is so fucking irritating about this damn show. I'm just saying is, you trying to claim you don't have a relationship with Amber that's not ready. She's confused about waiting, but why it's waiting, even if it's another female. Like, don't you get it? He doesn't want to be bothered with you, neither. So he's seeing somebody else, or don't want to be bothered complete with your ass or something. I don't know what the hell that you're giving him, because he makes it seem all on the show like he's basically using Million as a meal ticket, okay? So that doesn't mean just because I'm just like so fucking irritated. To make a long story short, he said he was going to tell Elvin when he told Million about it, that he was eventually going to tell, he has a hard time telling her about it. And, you know, Million's like, so, why are you not going to tell now? But that's what I'm saying is, if he was ready to come out with him, that's still some bullshit too, because you haven't told Amber yet, which means you haven't told nobody else. You just told him because y'all was a dark restaurant and some shit, and then the tattoo he has, he could say, MM could be like this, like, you know, but I'm just saying, Miles, you know, Million Miles. I mean, just saying, you know, M&M's, because, you know, that's my favorite candy. What the fuck? I'm just saying that does not mean anything with initials. And even then, I've seen so many times, whether it's famous or not famous, people get their significant others, you know, or they boo, wife, husband, whatever, and that don't, it seemed like some type of curse, like my YouTube cousin Janae was saying, like the batch of tattoos or whatever. Even you get the picture, they something not all the time, but a strong correlation that don't work. I guess maybe somebody you don't belong to the person you're fucking. I don't know, man. I just don't know what the heck that is. Okay. But I'm just so irritated with their storyline. He go over Slowbo's right in front of everybody. He's gonna tell her. We see her in the window looking at her here, and then he said this is not the right time to tell her, so he drives off. He supposed to went to his auntie's house, but you notice when he disappears, if you like one time that has anything to do with Amber, where the fuck does he go? I know he doesn't want his family to know yet, but still, they could have had it like he was like there because he's trying to be an up and coming rapper. But like I said, also Amber had brought up too, like when she sees Miles' pictures on Instagram, him and Million chilling, but they're all these females. So still, he's not letting the world know that he's going with your ass. Y'all, he still got maybe he don't look, maybe he don't trust, maybe he like what I don't look for, what I don't want to find out or some shit. But I'm just irritated. So anyway, make a long story short, the last scene, again, he tells Million next day, I guess when he decides to drive away from Amber's as opposed to at his auntie's, that he's been there because he couldn't even tell Amber. And of course, he followed him. And he seems every house. And he just got a point. Is even regardless whatever the hell what it was, even if they done something or not, it's principle that he lied and said it was auntie's house. And apparently he didn't tell him that he was at Amber's house, even though he was supposed to come out and let her know what the hell was going on and make this big step. But then, you know, our auntie said, he just like this. You know what? It's time for your ass to go. This Negro was like, I'm not going at all. He was acting like he can, you know, his name was on the list and we were going to see his ass on people's court. And that was it. Hell no. Like, and he like, you know, I guess since he already moved in, there was still conveniently a box of clothes that he took out. And here, Miles is all complaining like, oh, if I'm moving out, well, we all moving out. And then we got that, he was able to get Miles out the door with this box and just shut the door, and I think it was still some clothes on the goddamn table and stuff he didn't forgot to fold up, but they ended as if like Miles just walked off with this one box and kept going and shit. But I'm just like, you know, like it makes it seem like he, you know, is with him also for studio time and other benefits and that's how it's portrayed, you know. And that's it. That right there. Another situation. We got Willie from Day 26 and his wife. They came from Chicago. That was Angel's friends. Moved them. They came here. He's trying to work on solo. They've been together 13 years. Doing album stuff, right? Now, here's the thing. Now, they're moving to California. Now, they didn't say, like, he was about to have an album that actually got paid. He had concert gigs or anything like that, right? But they moved to California with only 6 months saved up. Not 6 years, 6 months saved up. And I don't know if they estimate how much they rent to wherever they're staying at and everything else so forth. But apparently, Willie's wife is starting to realize, like, the money's going faster than what the hell they're going. And she talked to April. They on treadmills and shit. And they're talking. And so she's thinking about going back because she used to be an exotic dancer. But basically, she got out that life once you know, she had the kids. I don't know how kid goes. And so she's thinking about bringing back and, you know, clap it, you know, just, you know, going back to dancing. And Willie has a problem with that. He's like, I'm going to make through it and make it work and stuff. And, you know, she got to be worried about, are we going to be able to go to Kroger's? I mean, I don't know if they have Kroger's out there and stuff like that. Or are we going to have to go to Aldi and Save a Lot back in Chi-Town? I don't know if they have Aldi's and Save a Lot. I'm just saying in general, if y'all know the type of stores, stuff like that, right? I'm saying in terms of, like, I just believe it's fake that, because when he's telling about we gonna make it and bills, I got a plan. And this is when I was like, this acting is horrible. He up here, she up here started, when you about to cry, but you're trying to hold it in. She leans her head down and still looks the same, looks back up, okay? Looks back up. There ain't no redness. There ain't no possible snot or seem like snot about to come out. Where's that at? We didn't even get that. Why nobody giving no teardrops upon her eyes? At least try to pretend. But then again, she's supposedly so set. But like I said, even if somebody can cry on cue or whatever, still, that was bad acting. Then he's talking about he gonna make through, and they talking about bills and the colors, some of them got big ass caps when you hold them and shit. Then you got the yellow marking, and then they start going through the reds, and then they go like from medium red, barbecue open pit sauce red, and then they go from red hot red, and then they go sometimes when your shit about to get cut off in 2 days. There's the one that's like, if y'all from Michigan heard of Nick's red hot hot corn chips, then y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because I think they only sell the Nick chips here, but them red hot corn chips that's hot as fuck. They're good as hell if you like hot stuff, but occasionally. But I'm just saying, like, the raiment's a flaming hot that makes you almost scared to touch the letter. That's what the hell they on some of these bills. And he says he's gonna make it work, but it's like, you'll make it work, then why are these supposedly so many bills? That's what I'm saying. Question, red flag. What the fuck is going on here? Then why are you so behind on so many bills? And then he said he's making money. And then she's like, well, where's the money? And then I couldn't answer the question. So where the fuck is the money coming from? Or why are you not saying that? Is you selling Kush, Cookie, and Loud, and that's why you don't say it on camera, and you don't have lifestyle sales and shit? What is going on here, sir? I'm just saying that's confusing me. He didn't say like he's singing gigs or, doing remakes or, singing other people's songs, doing, Joe's old song shit. Something. I just don't get. Like, y'all got 6 months. He don't want her to go back to that. He's gonna make it work, but y'all got all these bills. It's like, that's it. The end. Then she just walks off with her nun crying ass and kept going. Anyways, back to tape number 3. Let's go into the Tierra Me and Ray J and Princess situation. Now, she wasn't, I think, in the thing of this time, but this time was focused on Ray J. Ray J promoted a song called Brown Sugar with Lil Wayne. I don't know what happened to ATM and the girls Nicki had. That's supposed to be in this video. What happened to that song? But okay. So, anyways, he's talking out there to his manager. One kind of was talking to him with some wisdom last year and last of season. And he's talking to him, y'all. And he basically like, what I'm going to do? What we going to do? And he's kind of looking at Princess at him. Because remember, Tara Marie's bitter ass sent that damn text in. Or as Princess calls the Ratatouille rat trap. And so he, about to have Princess coming to Miami shooting. That would prove he's going to pray to God and everything. And, drink some holy water and stuff. And then he going to sit here and see if she's worth staying with or not. Even though he's been in the wrong with it. But like I said, Ray J is like this. Women are allowed to do certain stuff, and men's allowed to do everything. That's the thing that I guess Ray J is on. So his manager is like this. You have to think about this because he's talking about the situation about Princess hanging around Tierra Marie. But he was like, well, Princess stole you. You basically got swept away, started messing, left TT for Princess, right? So the same way you got a person, the same way you lose them. And so he basically saying like, now just like how Princess took you away from TT trying to get Princess Terror, I don't know why I said Princess Terror, Princess away from your ass. Well, she is trying to break him up, but I do think like she wants him again for herself. But you know how that is, whatever. But she just don't want to admit it. But that's basically what the manager was trying to say. But like I said, Ray J getting ready for the shoot Miami. He has Princess come down there. But I know she said that she didn't have him, what she admitted is he don't have her on the shoot. She at, you know, the little trailer, you know, like the little, you know, little mobile home thing they have, or, you know, that they have trailer things on the set. And so when we're seeing, I don't know why this was funny to me when they were just showing the video. You got all these women here in swimsuits, like there was some beach thing, whatever, pool, park or whatever, water park, I meant to say. Ray J sitting there in all white and got on the suit. It just looked like he was inspired by Billy Ocean's, one of his, I don't know why I thought about Billy Ocean's, but Ray J thought he just was really standing out there like he is just the shit. And I'm just like, I don't know why I find it comical. And to me, and the song, at least the precipitous, I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking, is Lil Wayne gonna make an appearance, or are they gonna just have his song back? And then because I'm like, Lil Wayne has shown himself in reality TV before with his ex-wife when she had her show, whatever, and at his, you know, at his daughter's party. Because I think that's the only daughter he has, right? Oh yeah, okay. But the thing is this here. I don't know why I find this funny, but when they had Lil Wayne on the screen, it stood out to me that they got rapper Young Money. I'm like, no offense, but most of us probably know who Lil Wayne is, even if you don't know him for any, you know, or don't like how his style changed or his attitude, whatever the thing is. A lot of us know who Lil Wayne is. Why is you sitting here and putting his name rapper first as if, you know, he coming out with a mixtape, or Ray J's gonna help him come up? I don't know why that just stood out to me. I'm just like, they could just say Lil Wayne and just sit there, but I'm like, why is this? I don't know why. But I'm like, everybody at least knows, maybe most of us, I'm not going to say generalize everybody, but most of us know a song from Lil Wayne. I mean, y'all put in the comments, y'all feel like it. If y'all remember this song back in the day. I got a bitch in the back, got a hole in the front, one cooking the crack, roll one in the blunt. And there's something about getting ass from a beautiful bride. And some holla, I'm a pimp. I spit out shrimp. I don't know why I thought about this. But I'm just saying, put against boss, y'all remember some of that song. But I keep pimping. I'm sorry, y'all. I just thought about, I'm like, even I know what the hell that damn song was. Shit. Like, or my songs drop like it's hot. Give me a... No. He was not the only one hearing the song part, but I'm just saying that, like, I'm like, most of us do know who Lil Wayne is. Okay, but go figure. But Ray J come and he see Princess is near trailing. He told her to meet at the hotel. As usual, she's supposed to sit there with some weak fans, usually somewhere in the home setting. Okay, she only allowed to go out, you know, once every week, you know, that's shopping, but she has to be home by 8 o'clock p.m. Okay, so that seems like that's how Ray J's making a scene. So she talks to him, and he brings up, and I kind of tune out some of the conversation, but he brings up about, you know, because he was talking about the trip, because that's the same thing about the manager, right? This thing with the damn trip. And, you know, and basically, like I said, he kind of questioning Princess's loyalty. And Princess, once he finally told her about that, he said to her, something, y'all supposed to go on a Vegas trip. Then she let it be known. She realized not only did Tierra told him, but then it clicked in her head, like, that also proves that they're still communicating. And even she brought it to him, like, why is you still communicating with her? I noticed he really didn't, like, say that much or really generalize, like, why is he still talking to her, which it is. He didn't say, like, did he really even explain himself? Or was it just, you know, Ray J rambling on and shit and reverse psychology? And all she has got a point, like, no, fuck you, I'm sick and tired of this. And here Ray J confessionals and whatever, basically like, you know, even though I'm sad that she's moving on, you know, at the same time, he's ready for it to end. Negro, please. And she leaves, throws some, you know, some aqua or Fuji water on him or some shit and kept going and said, fuck you, and kept going. Okay, that's the next scene. Anyways, this fourth part, we dealing with the Nas, Nia, and Soulja Boy situation, okay? Soulja Boy and Nia talking, and you know how he brought up about her coming to the house and to steal this thing. You know, not keeps saying the confessionals. Because, you know, Soulja Boy keeps saying she's cool with this, him, like, main and I fuck females, all these females on the side. But now it kind of makes it seem like I'm really not cool with it. But what makes it worse is that I'm really not cool with it. And this is supposed to be, this is my ex-best friend and every damn thing on top of it. So it's like, okay, whatever. So he comes up with the idea where she should have been red flag number 1. Where he's talking about we should go meet up with her. And squash all this out. That may be cool for the way how it turned out. Like, he wanted them to see they're going to fight over his ass or whatever. And check, or, you know, whatever. Or maybe scare off Nas and you know, I don't, you know, and maybe still fuck with both of them. But just the fact is maybe to see if these bitches are going to fight over. Because that's probably the mentality you have. Because, and this should have been a red flag to Nas' ass. As soon as it turns out Nas went to go meet up with him, Soulja Boy is saying as if, you know, to meet up with him himself. And, you know, she's still getting texts with him and she met him, even though they had that little confrontation argument last episode 4 last. He still wanted to meet with her. You know, they still had drinks, whatever. And I guess she didn't accept this offer, didn't sleep with him that week, so, whatever. So, Nia, when she come in, he holding hands with Nia. Nia's just like, what the hell is this going on in the confessional? So I'm thinking like, okay, that means he about to pull some bullshit. So as soon as you said that, you should have been like flat out like, what type of bullshit is this on? You bringing her knowing we don't like each other, whatever, you know. So they're basically talking, but Nas is able to convince Neil, like, look at my phone. Now, first off, you gonna really hand her a phone? What if she breaks the fucking screen? Shit, that costs money. Shit, ain't nobody got time for that. That look like a fucking iPhone. Hell no. Ain't about like $155 fucking dollars to fix the fucking damn screen. Hey, ain't nobody got time for that shit. But anyway, what I'm saying is that she looked at text messages, even though at first, like, even though, you know, people can say it's Smurfette, or, you know, from the Smurfs and shit on the damn context, I guess she could tell based on the thing that it was Soulja Boy. And Neil admits in the confessionals that, you know, I could see why Nas is thinking that they're together or has something, you know, like he's lying to her, putting her head. It's like, you know, as if they're more than what he, you know, they are or whatever, or putting her head like he really cares something about her and shit, you know, whatever, right? Or I love you, but it's complicated type of shit. So he was then all of a sudden, Soulja Boy trying to say Soulja Boy trying to say, no, you're over exaggerating. But now I was able to say, like, did you say you want to be with me, blah, blah, all the time? Yeah, I did, but you just said she was over exaggerating. And then she goes to, that's what I'm saying is, when he said that shit, their asses should have left even then. And around that same time frame, they should have been both left his ass. Now, like I said, it's foul what Nas did, but then when you realize also too is he's playing both of y'all. And it's like, it seemed like Nia to a certain point, it's like a situationship, and then he got, you know, Nas is like the thought, but she don't know she a thought, to a certain degree, based on what Soulja Boy is telling her. Okay. Because he bluntly tells them, ding and ding, and these heifers, neither one of these bras is clicking in. You know, they still learn how to play tic-tac-toe, not learn how to play chess yet. That he bluntly tells, you know what, you want me to make a choice right here and there, make a choice? Wait a minute. If Nia should go, why should it be a choice if you're going to try to go to Nas? If she's just like, coochie in an emergency case, glass. So what is that then? Because that's what Nia was saying. I think confessionals that he goes I guess to Nas when he gets mad at Nia. But it ain't just Nas, because Nas is not the only one soldier is fucking, okay? I'm like, it made more sense watching that old video of Soulja Boy was, I think, Spoken Reasons that did that spoof of that song Texas Swerve, and you just see him like just smoking a damn blunt and just up here just on his fucking sticker South Park, a bunch of stickers on his damn Mac Pro, whatever the fuck he had, and just talking about it's beautiful, the soda line, blah blah, it's beautiful. I just y'all remember what was it, Texas Swerve or some shit, and that made more sense than what the fuck he was talking about. Cause so he admitted, like, I could have either one, many bitches is on my dick and everything. So basically, he just told y'all he doesn't expect neither one of y'all. He probably don't even like y'all. He got love for y'all, but he don't love y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, and on top of that, because I mean, he said Nia was a girl, but then I was like, you weren't saying that the other day, blah blah. But him saying that right now, taking the time to bring you put the situation basically to dish you in your face. Okay, it ain't like he not saying front. He got her right there and making it seem like you're this stalkerish ass bitch that ain't getting it. Okay, so I would be upset with his ass because she. And then she should be like, what? I mean, you know what? She didn't know she done the meeting, but why the fuck would you agree with that shit? Because that was some bullshit any damn way. Y'all are, every time y'all meet, y'all so-called about to throw blows, a bitch, you wear my panties and shit, you know, and I told y'all not to use the whole box of, not to use the whole box of always that I had saved up and shit. I mean, just stupid ass arguments, whatever, right? You know, and so, and bitch, you used my brush yesterday. I mean, that shit. But here's the thing here. Like I said, he admitted. He was like, basically, I can have you, Nia. I can have Nas. I can have Natalie. I can have Nightingale. I can have Natasha. Not this Natasha. But I'm just saying, you know, he was listing all the girls' names that start with N that I could think up top of my head. I know I'm making up shit. He could talk to Nivea. Girl's name is Nivea. I'm just saying. Alright. But, here in that damn phone. You know, I'm just saying that he was just bragging. I could have every girl name that start at least with one N or something and have any bitch I want, basically. Like, y'all are very replaceable. I just accept y'all because y'all allow me to, type of thing. And, you know, I'm enjoying the fact that y'all technically are fighting over me to a certain extent, but he ain't saying it, but that's how he feels. So in the end, again, but Nas was like, you know, you should basically fake me. She was telling Nia. But like I said, Nia, before the confession was making, or at least the way to edit, she understood where Nas was coming from for a certain extent. Then she's like, what do you mean, fake you? I don't fake no hoes. Wait a minute, did you just say you agreed with her? So technically, you're saying that he's playing with her head, which makes it, she can understand why she feels the way she feels. So technically then, are you saying, first you were agreeing that you could simply, you had empathy for her. Now all of a sudden she a hoe again. And so again, here we go. Let's throw some glass water. All I know is it's like she threw some water and then you just see security. And I think I seen some, I wish I had a nail follower. You know, nice hair. I was some nice hair in her hand. I don't know if they both, you know, had nice hair, but they escorted her out again as usual. She even get escorted out of her own damn boot camp. I mean, shit. Did they always escort Nas out? Somehow. I think they escorted out both of them the last time when they met together. But I mean, they always escort her out first. So maybe I'm just remembering the 2 out of 3 times I've seen that shit. So anyways, they got Soulja Boy. This is what she's like. She's tired of him disrespecting her, but this is over the edge. I'm like, she probably caught him smoking a damn blunt, and a bitch riding him, and she didn't think that was his friend. He just said probably like this, man. She put some she laced my blunt. I didn't know what was going on. I think she put a Mickey in my lean. That's what the fuck he probably. Because all he did is something you usually do. He gives her, like, you know, a gift certificate to Bath and Body Works and all this other shit. Because this is the solution. Even though she's pretending like she can't stand him. She should have walked away. She just like this. But, like I said, he's used to it. What he did, took his hat off and gave one of his necklaces and put her like, here. It's $5,000. You can have it. Look how nice it looks and kiss her. But she's not saying nothing to him, though. Like, she went off on Nas, but she didn't say nothing to him and walked the fuck away. So that's a way to calm her down. And it ain't like to be honored. He didn't really originally buy it for her any damn way and shit. Who knows how long he had that motherfucker. But yet he decides to put it on to shut her up. You know, after that shit. But that proves that he's still fucking with Nas if you paid attention to the fucking if you paid attention to the outline of the, you know, of the script that y'all on, okay? And that's it. I'm like, even though she says she's sick and tired of them, and ain't they back together? I don't know. I have no more words for that shit. But anyway, y'all have pleasant night, pleasant weekend. And also this too, y'all. I'm thinking, but I may not do it because I might not have time. But if I might do maybe Thursday night or something, I have time. If y'all want me to possibly review or maybe do a couple reviews once in a while on couples therapy, because my YouTube cousins just read my book, birthday buddy, Joel Button Popey on there. It got a bunch of people that I want to see in this time, and I don't know y'all want me to view it or just one of those shows to watch, but I may just only watch it because that's just too time consuming and shit. And, you know, that got to do with therapy and all that stuff. But I mean, look interesting to look at, but it comes on this Wednesday night. It's supposed to be 2 hours. Ain't about time to be sitting there watching that show 2 hours. That would be DVD art, okay? But anyway, y'all pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant weekend, and I definitely see y'all next video. Alright. I forgot to mention before I get off here, because I ran it probably damn about 35 minutes, but the Monise and Rich Dollars things. He has came back and moved in supposedly with her. They're doing the big moving thing. Monise obviously has some issues with her mom. They're going, you know, walking up a hill or something like that, but, you know, power walking. And she's talking to mom, and mom was basically asking her what she wants to do, her priorities in life. And she's talking about her music or some other stuff. And she's basically telling like, okay, your main priority should be your son. And Monise is like, that's already my priority. And the mom like, well, you know, I shouldn't have to basically tell you. That should be something I guess she should say. And Monise feels like, well, I don't have to say something I should already know. That is my priority. Even though that, you know, we haven't seen her with Cam yet this season, but we haven't seen the baby this season yet at all. You know, just like, you know, kind of, okay, like, never mind. But I don't know the whole thing about their relation, but she admits, the mom admits, she hurt her. Sure, you could see, like, the mom's a little bit stern, but we don't know, maybe until more in the episode, what the hell's going on with that situation. When he's doing cartwheels, she wants Rich to meet her mom, and, you know, to try to work better with her mom. And that's what I'm saying is, it's like, okay, Rich and now Monise are living together, supposedly, right? And I'm like, when she's going to let Rich meet her son? Since they're serious and now they're actually, you know, live together, they taking a big step, they playing house. I wonder when the heck he's going to meet the baby. Is he? Did she get him this weekend? What's going on here? So, like I said, the mom already knew when she told her the name when they were doing, you know, the power walk and sitting on the side. When she heard the name Rich Dollar, she already said, like, are you sure? This dude got a reputation, blah, blah, blah. So the mom now got a confessional, Monise's mom, and let it be known, like, you know, she gonna Google search. So when she met Rich and then met the dinner, Rich was hesitant, but he's like, he did a lot of things he wouldn't think he'd do that he's already done before with Monise. So, you know, Monise make him feel some type of way different than anybody else. So she goes meet the mom, and then he's kind of up, and she's like, I'll shake hands first. And she basically letting me know, like, okay, Rich, you about 40-something years old. He was like, I'm almost 40. She's like, I'm 47 years old. So, she around almost 30. And then Rich being the ass, like, yes, that makes you around 50. And, you know, I'm like, oh, shit. He hit her with, you know, bitch, you old wine. Because that's what the hell it is, okay? Sometimes even with, depending on the average, where some females is considered old, the minute they hit 20 fucking years, depending on the damn person. Shit, you don't talk about no damn woman's age. What the hell? I'm just saying, that is forbidden. Shit, anyway, so. But anyways, y'all, they're talking already. The first thing she brought up is basically like, you know, well, I did some research, and the first thing I know was your name, Richard. I did some research, and I've came up with the child support. And Richard confessionals complaining like she don't know what she's talking about, even though this stuff was all on the blogs. That basically he has been paying, you know, the child support, putting up for his mom and daughter, and paying. I don't know if that was the baby that looked like him that was saying she wished she didn't see her daddy, but he's saying, I guess, like, he paid back everything, whatever the hell was going on. So basically, between you could see some tension where Rich is like, you know, like, basically going with that bullshit, because he feels kind of offensive. He didn't say the word going bullshit, but you could just see his attitude. And, you know, Melissa's like, oh, because, you know, the night went not that well, and, you know, I forgot what else in it, but like I said, you could tell that it may not be going so well. Like I said, I don't know that much, even though the mom is talking, whatever. Like, what is the issues? Like, what actually, that's what I want to get into. Like, the dinner just didn't end well, and they cut the next day. I forgot who walked off, because I'm like, you could see the irritation, maybe she's looking out for her daughter. But, you know, there are some times when the parent be mean about somebody and hears somebody do something. That's not the first time I'm seeing that, honestly, where they be like, so, I heard this mess about you, and does such and such and such. But Richard Dollars, Richard S. Curl, did not expect that to happen, but it's just like she may be looking out for her daughter. But like I said, Monise says she has issues with her mom. Maybe that may explain why. Well, Monise also said this. She feels like her mom is the reason why she lost Cam when she told Rich before they met. Now she claimed, before they met, he met the mom, but she claimed like she wasn't there when she was trying to get custody. You know, like basically the custody case between her and Lil Fizz. She wasn't there. And then Fizz, I guess, one time it told her the reason why they broke up because was his mom, or her mom had interference. But I was like, he didn't bring it up actually last year. He was basically saying you were throwing baby seats to the car windows and shit and all that stuff. And you started to throw hands on them and shit. And, I mean, that's what the hell he was saying. Like, she was violent. He had to put her in order. It was just something like basically saying she was cray-cray. He didn't say nothing about no mom. The mom didn't come up until this season, okay? Episode 5, okay? That's the first time I've heard about her, really honestly, wasn't it? So, yeah. But anyway, y'all, I just want to make sure to review that. So, it's going to be some tension between, I guess, Rich and Mom Monise. And then later on, what is the tension? But anyway, y'all, I forgot I didn't want to add that in. Y'all take care. Pleasant night weekend. And I definitely see you on that. I'm complete. But anyway, y'all. Alright, let me get my Black Ink review on now.